People of Bradford, this is the night you've been waiting for, or should I say, we've been waiting for. I say this not only to link in with the amazing theme for the evening, but also because all year you guys have dedicated countless hours and incredible effort into creating an enrichment environment for our students. So tonight we're celebrating some astonishing achievements. You may wonder why the theme tonight. Put quite simply, the recent show, The Greatest Showman, celebrates diversity, and it teaches us to be proud of who we are and what we stand for. It is about building a family of people you love and believe in, but who couldn't be any more different. It's about doing what you love and not being afraid to stray away from the norm. It's about accepting and cherishing everyone else as equals, and I think the University of Bradford also shares these characteristics by developing people from all walks of life. So university is more than just your academic journey. And without the support and active engagement from our student leaders, many students would miss out on countless opportunities to develop. You, our student leaders, are at the heart of our union's mission, to inspire and nurture every student. You help students reach their full potential and support their development to be incredible agents of change. And it's people like you who have helped people like me get to where I am today, despite having numerous pressures and challenges that come with everyday student life. So on behalf of all the staff and students that make up Team Bradford, thank you very much for making student life that more enriching and enjoyable. Whether it's through the involvement in the student representation system, sports and societies, language classes, volunteering or any other extracurricular activity, please know just how invaluable your work has been in enhancing the student experience. So 4 years ago, I came to Bradford and started a new adventure, and what a time it has been. I would never have dreamt of the countless opportunities I would have, and that they would shape me to be the person I am today. A person who has grown immensely and truly found themselves. And my time at Bradford has brought some amazing people into my life. People who are different in all sorts of ways, and who have opened my eyes to so much more in life. I thank the student leaders for creating an environment for close-knit and diverse communities to be able to form. And what's more, here at Bradford, students are supported to flourish into the people they are meant to be and the best versions of themselves. And as P.T. Barnum once said, no one ever made a difference by being like everyone else. So tonight, as we give out some special awards, you will see the diversity in our student leaders and you'll get an insight into their different but equally inspiring stories. Take my story, for example. I first started engaging with the Students' Union in my first year by trying out new sports and activities such as horse riding and first aid and Chinese. Come my second year, my journey as a student leader began when I became a student representative and supported local schools as part of the STEM Society. I also founded a society with the ultimate aim to support the fight in deleting blood cancer. In my final year, I progressed on to becoming a faculty representative, and with the wealth of experience, I found that becoming academic affairs officer was a natural progression. However, it was other student leaders during my journey who believed in me, inspired, encouraged and supported me to get to where I am today, highlighting the importance of student leaders. So yes, one day I was sitting in the seats where you are, and now, today, I'm speaking to you as your outgoing academic affairs officer, who from September will start a new journey in NHS leadership. If I could do it, so can you, and I urge you all to continue to strive for success and to do what you love, to follow your dreams and to believe that this is just the beginning of your leadership journeys. The saying goes, success doesn't just come and find you, you have to go out and get it. And today's a testament that you are all on your way to some incredible things. So to end, I'd like to say a huge congratulations to all those receiving awards today. Another huge thank you to our student leaders for your incredible work. And you may not be receiving another special award tonight, but each and every one of you are deserving of great applaud, and may today's successes be the beginning of tomorrow's achievements. Continue the great work and be the leaders you're meant to be. Now sit back, relax and enjoy the greatest show. Thank you. Sorry, it's me again. There you go. Okay, so our first award, I would like to now welcome Bussum to the stage. Thank you.
she doesn't know how to do it. Okay, come over. I don't know how to do it.
Right here, right now, I've got the offer out. I wanna chase you down, but no, you see it. You run with me, and I can cut you free out of the drudgery and walls you keep in. So trade that typical for something colorful. And if it's crazy, live a little crazy. You can play it sensible, making unconventional, or you can risk it all and see. Don't you wanna get away from the same old watching out of play? Cause I've got what you need, so come with me and take a ride to the other side. So go and do like you do, or you can do like me. Forget the cage, cause I know how to make the key. Oh, damn, suddenly you're doing fine. I'll take you to the other side.
Okay, my friend, you wanna come in? Well, I hate to tell you, but it just won't happen. It's okay, but no, I think I'm good to go. 'Cause I quite enjoy this life. You say I'm trapped in. Now I invite you, and I will show you. You wanna something, really something. And I live among ourselves. We don't think I'm giving a shot. And I guess I'll leave that to you. Don't you know that I'm okay? 'Cause up, down, I get to play. 'Cause I got what I need, so I don't wanna take the ride. You need to see the other side, so you can feel like me too. I can feel like me. Ain't in a cage, so I don't need to take the key. Oh, damn, can't you see I'm doing fine? I don't need to see the other.
Now is this really how you'd like to spend your days? Whiskey and misery and parties and plays.
If I would mix up with it, I'd be the talk of the town. Disgraced and disowned, another one of the clowns.
But you would finally live a little, finally laugh a little. Just let me give you the freedom to dream, and it'll wake you up and cure your aching. Take your walls and start over again. Now that's a deal that seems worth taking. But I guess I'll leave that up to you.
Well, it's intriguing, but to go would cost me greatly. So what percentage of the show would I be taking?
Fair enough, you'd want a piece of all the action. I'd give you 7, we can shake and make it happen.
I wasn't born this morning, 18 is fine.
Well, why not go ahead and ask for nickels on the dime?
15,
I do it,
12,
maybe 9.
10.
Don't you wanna get away to a new watching on a play? 'Cause I got what you need, so come with me and take a ride to the other side. So if you do like I do,
So if you feel like me,
forget the cage, 'cause we know how to make the key. Oh, damn, suddenly you're free to fly to You stumble through your days, got your head hung low, your sky's a shade of gray.
Like a zombie in a maze, you're asleep inside, but you can't shake away. It's just a dead man walking, thinking that's your only option, but you can take the switch and dump it on your brother's name. And the color's blinding, single love and redefining, leave behind your narrow man, you'll never be the same.
Come alive, come alive, go and light your light, your burn so bright, reaching up to the sky, and it's open wide, you're electrified, and the world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you can ever be, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open, and you know you can't go back again to the world that you've been living in, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. So come alive.
I see it in your eyes. You believe that life that you need to hide your pain.
Afraid to step outside, so you lock the door, but don't you stay that way.
Double living in the shadows. You and me, we know how that goes. What you see is all you'll never, never be the same.
Little bit of lightning striking, follow up and keep on shining.
There's more to you. You cannot be afraid.
Come alive, come alive, go and light your light, and it burns so bright, reaching up to the sky, and it's open wide, you're electrified, and the world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you can ever be, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open, and we know we can't go back again to the world that we've been living in, 'cause we're dreaming with our eyes wide open. So come alive. Come on,
Come on,
come in, come on,
anyone who's bursting with a dream.
come on, you hear the call.
Anyone who's searching for a way to break free.
Break free, and the world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you can ever be, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open, and we know we can't go back again to the world that we've been living in, 'cause you're dreaming with our eyes wide open. The world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you can ever be, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open, and we know we can't go back again to the world that we were living in, 'cause we're dreaming with our eyes wide open. We're dreaming with our eyes wide open. So come alive.
So now on to our first set of awards. And I'd like to invite Felix Kamkwamba onto the stage to present the Choices for All Inspiring Leaders Award.
Fantastic. This award is in recognition of the students' enthusiastic, imaginative and informative contribution to the Choices for All project. The Choices for All project is a disability inclusion project to enhance and diversify the activities offered to disabled students, graduates and members within the community. Students with disabilities higher education are a marginalised group with complex needs that are frequently not met by institutions. However, this union and university are exceptional in the support they offer. Every student who graduates from the University of Bradford is competing with thousands of other students who are also graduating with the same qualification. What makes them stand out is the extracurricular activities they're involved in. Volunteering has always been a niche within the student community. By rewarding students for their volunteering, we give them the opportunity to gain the qualifications outside of their degree and an employability certificate that has documented the training and volunteering hours they have done. Saj Surrender Saura has been volunteering with Choice for All since last year. This year has taken this to the next level. Saj has been instrumental in delivery of our community activities and the wider student union initiatives, from cycling tours, school outreach programs, leading a sports and society. For RAG Raise and Give, Saj challenged himself to raise £2,000. He has done a skydive, zip lining, and many other adrenaline-rushing activities. I'm honoured to announce the winner of the Choice for All Inspiring Leader Award is Saj Surrender Sarai.
Our next award is the Community Impact Award of the Year. So I'd like to introduce Andrew Hepworth to deliver this one.
The Community Volunteer of the Year Award is designed to recognise students who contribute to the wider community outside of the university campus. The winner of this award has recorded an amazing 347 volunteer hours in the community since last September. She's given time to organisations as broad as CAFOD, a national Catholic charity, various global peace organisations, and our very own chaplaincy service here at the university. A student who is held in very high esteem by many of her peers, known as a person who can always be relied upon to help other people wherever she can, and to be a great asset to the student union. I'm delighted to announce that the Community Volunteer of the Year this year is Katie Lowry.
Our next award is a Student Volunteer of the Year. Anila Ahmed will be presenting this award.
The individual who has been chosen for the UVU Volunteer of the Year has been involved in most areas of the Student Union. Not only are they president of a society which has collaborated with many other student groups this year, they are also an active member of UVU Society's committee representative and member of a student volunteering network. They have worked incredibly hard this year, overseeing many RAG events, from the week-long spin challenge to RAG Week, raising money for RAG charities, Student Minds and Bradford Soup Run, and also for Guide Dogs UK, with a rough total of about £4,500. They have been vital behind the scenes for RAG by booking events in, getting their health and safety ticked off, and approaching other students to get them involved. They've also looked into governing documents and have been a welcome face for students coming into the UVU office. Despite it being their final year of their degree, they have volunteered over 400 hours with UVU, and we look forward to working with them next year whilst they progress onto their final year for their Masters. The winner of the UVU Volunteer of the Year is Chloe King. She is not here this evening, so we have someone here to collect her award on her behalf.
Environment Student Leader of the Year. Alex? Sorry, Felix instead.
Apparently I love the environment so much I'm doing this now. So the University of Bradford and the Students' Union are very proud of our environmental credentials. The university strives to embed sustainable development across everything that we do, involving all our staff, students, visitors, as well as fostering a sense of community and enduring well-being. The student we're awarding the Environmental Student of the Year award has achieved so much in the last year. She worked almost all on her own to ensure the union was awarded the Green Impact Accreditation from the NUS. She organized many events to promote environmental awareness. She was instrumental in setting up a People and Planet Society in the union and organizing many events through this. She also initiated and organized a Green Week in February, almost all on her own. She's very great also at bringing other people along. Some of the other events that she organized included events with the World Wildlife Fund, bike events like second-hand bike sale and smoothie bikes, lectures like Fair Trade and the Chocolate Story, Save Your Bananas, tree planting, and plant your own flower events. She has a wonderful imagination to make fun events for almost any cause. The winner of this award is a truly inspirational student who passionately believes in the environmental cause and has impacted onto a great extent and brought us all and many students along with her. The Environmental Student of the Year award is Bianca Drotlov.
Can I now? Oh, hello. Got a loud enough voice anyway. Not working. Hello.
Is it on?
Well, can I now introduce Michael Outhouse to the stage to introduce, to present the Student Language Teacher of the Year award.
Hello everybody. I think you all know about Room 101, the International Student Centre. It's a social learning space for international students. Room 101 combines a sense of community and personal development with fun. And a big part of that is our students teaching each other their language. This year we've had over 30 hours of extra student-led language teaching each and every week. People could learn Japanese, Spanish, Arabic, French, Irish, Persian, Portuguese, and many more. All organised by our team of over 100 dedicated students. It's actually amazing to me how dedicated our students are to promoting their language. And each year I'm amazed and humbled by how enthusiastically they tackle this. There were several really good candidates for the Student Language Teacher of the Year award, but one stood out amongst her peers. The winner of this award has been one of those students devoting huge amounts of time to their classes. She hasn't just dedicated herself to her classes, she's also been instrumental in many other ways, many other areas of student life. She's been everywhere, eager to get involved and spread her culture. Her classes have been our most popular all year, thanks to her hard work and preparation. She's also managed to bring other people along with her. The number of people teaching her classes, it's like a little team, an army. I suspect because of her lovely nature and her great organisational skills. Without further ado, the UBU Student Language Teacher of the Year is, I'm going to pronounce this perfectly of course, Ji-Young Lee, otherwise known as Jenny Lee. Unfortunately, Jenny's gone on a well-deserved holiday, so could I ask Jill Dong to come and receive this award on her behalf? Jill has organised the classes this year. She's kind of overseen all of the classes, so she's done a wonderful job too.
Can I now introduce a wonderful vision onto the stage. Thank you very much.
May the last one burn into flame. Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, don't be lucid. Freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. I break chains about myself. Will let my freedom run in hell. I'ma keep running 'cause the winner don't bet on themselves. No, Hey, break it down again. Come on. Give me like 2 minutes to catch my breath. We have another song. Forgive me a second. Sorry, this happens to singers. So yeah. So, I like to tell stories when I perform. So this song is from The Greatest Showman, I believe. So the story behind this was Zainab and Dan were having a meeting about Student Leadership Awards. And then I just thought they were talking normally and I was working. And then Zainab was like, and yeah, Covenant will perform. I was like, what does that mean? Bearing in mind I haven't performed since October. So she told me about The Greatest Showman. I haven't seen the show, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know any song, I don't know any soundtrack. But I'll clap. So she gave me a song, I think it was Never Enough. Couldn't do it. I was like, okay. So there's a song called Rewrite the Stars. And it's a duet, I believe. But I'm gonna do it by myself. So imagine Zac Efron is behind me, doing up the whole, yeah. So we're gonna try and do it like that. So it's called Rewrite the Stars, but I'm gonna rewrite the song. Do you get it? Wow, dead crap. Guys, you're supposed to laugh. Yeah, that's all right. Okay, so it's gonna be very melodic, very much like a ballad. So we're gonna slow it down. Just think R&B vibes. Yeah. If I forget the words and you know the words, sing along because that's very likely to. You know I want you. It's not a secret I have to hide. I know you want me. So don't keep saying our hands are tied. You say it's not in the cards. Fate is pulling you miles away from me and out of reach. But you're here in my heart, so who can stop me if I decide that you're my destiny? What if we rewrite the stars? Since you were made to be mine, nothing can keep us apart. You'd be the one I was meant to find. It's up to you, and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. So why don't we rewrite the stars, changing the world to be ours? Tonight, all I want is to fly with you. All I want is to fall with you. So just give me all of you. Is it impossible? I know it's possible. Say that it's possible. I'm gonna rewrite the stars. Say you and I could be together. Nothing can keep us apart. You'd be the one I was meant to find. And it's up to you, and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. Why don't we rewrite the stars so you and I could be one? I'm gonna rewrite the stars. Say you were meant to be mine. Actually, let me sing it to you. I'm gonna rewrite the stars. Say you and I could be mine. Nothing can keep us. You're getting too comfortable. Apart. You'd be the one I was meant to find. And it's up to you. 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 Said it's up to you. And it's up to you. This is my last song in Bradford, so I'm gonna rewrite the whole song. Thank you for an amazing time. Thank you for a wonderful time. It's been my pleasure singing over the past 4 years. But 4 years is a long time. And now I've finished my degree. I gotta go, the world is waiting for me. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Zainab, for letting me sing. I'm gonna rewrite the song, so I don't need Zac Efron. Thank you guys so much.
I'm sure you all agree that all the acts today have been absolutely amazing. I feel a bit blown away, to be honest. But the show must go on. Next we have the next set of awards, and I would like to introduce Dean Harrington, who is the ADLT of Life Sciences, to present the student representative of the Faculty Awards.
Okay, thank you for inviting me this evening. It's a great privilege and pleasure to share this occasion and to share in all these fantastic successes. I'm going to be presenting 5 awards, seems a bit greedy I guess, but to students who've achieved above and beyond in their respective academic faculties as student representatives. In comparison with some of the other leadership roles that we'll be celebrating this evening, being a student representative is perhaps not as much fun or not as glamorous. Indeed, student representatives are often the unsung heroes. Nevertheless, it's a massively important activity within the university. It involves representatives spending their valuable and limited spare time voluntarily attending countless university committees, forums, communicating with staff and students, having difficult conversations, facilitating when there are differences of opinions, and always working hard to ensure that the student experience is the very best it can be. It's a selfless commitment to their fellow students, and as an ADLT who meets regularly with student representatives, I have first-hand experience of the fantastic work many of the reps do and the beneficial changes they bring about for others through their hard work, their energy, their enthusiasm, their commitment, and indeed their general persuasiveness. So each one of tonight's winners demonstrates qualities that we as an institution value in our leaders. So it's my pleasure to tell you a little bit about each of our winners. And I'll do them all together and we'll have the winners coming up on stage. So our first winner is Jill Dom, who is a Faculty of Management Law and Law Student Representative of the Year. Jill received numerous nominations from students across the faculty and was selected as an award winner because, in the words of our students, she has been an amazing student representative. Jill has made it her primary aim to assist in the organisation of many activities for students in her faculty to make their time here as much fun as possible. From the nominations the panel received, it was clear that Jill had made a real impact on students and staff alike, most especially on our international student community. Our second winner is Angela Richardson, who received the award for the Faculty of Health Studies Representative of the Year. Angela is a postgraduate research student midway through her PhD. It's often extremely difficult for postgraduate research students to balance their intensive studies, work, family and other commitments, and still be able to find time to undertake voluntary activities. Angela is an exception, and her efforts mean that she's become well known within the Faculty of Health and also the Students' Union. She is valued for her exceptional insight and dedication to the representative role, working with the Academic Skills Advice Unit and other key departments to find new sources of support for our research students during their research programs. Our third winner is Matthew Ramsey, who receives the award for Faculty of Life Sciences Representative of the Year. As ADLT of his faculty, I'm well aware of Matthew's contribution to the student voice via his contributions at our faculty rep forums. Matthew received a number of nominations from students on his programme,
who admired his dedication to the role of student rep, especially since he carried it out while also re-establishing the Biomedical Sciences Society, of which he is currently president. So this might be the only opportunity I have to share a stage with the president, so I'm very grateful for that. It was noted that Matthew saw his Biomedical Sciences Society role as an extension of his role of being a student representative. One student said of Matthew, he never volunteered his time for his own gratification, but rather to make this year as good and prosperous for everyone around him. Our fourth winner is Rimsha Hamid, who is this year's Faculty of Social Sciences Representative of the Year. Rimsha was selected by the panel for her perseverance and ongoing commitment to this role. Rimsha attended every meeting requested and actively volunteered whenever new opportunities rose to engage with the student community. This included attending working committees, accessing student views on TEF, and volunteering countless hours collecting student views as part of the University Student Survey Project. Rimsha was active throughout the year and has quietly but effectively proven her leadership qualities and dedication. And finally, our fifth winner is Ismail Jaffrey, who is the Faculty of Engineering and Informatics Representative of the Year. Ismail has been an exemplary representative throughout his university studies. The panel felt that he has matured into an excellent student leader during his time. He is well known not only in his own faculty, but across the student community for his passion for ensuring that our students receive an outstanding academic experience. Both staff and students have seen him develop over time, and they would like to reward him this evening for his long-term commitment and passion, and for his development into an outstanding student leader. So can I please invite all these worthy award winners to come to the stage to collect their awards. Well done.
Can I now introduce Daniel Batchelor to the stage to present the Student Representative of the Year Award.
It's a competition between me and Zainab to see who's more Midland than the other person, and I think I'm going to win. So for 5 years now, it's been a great pleasure of mine to work with our student representatives. The joy of the role, as I'm sure other staff in the Students' Union and the university will surely acknowledge, is that kind of joy in watching our students develop in a volunteer capacity that genuinely requires leadership skills. Our representatives have to be excellent communicators, they have to sometimes be part-time politicians, they have to be negotiators, they have to be the kind of people who others will freely approach and want to work to find solutions in the middle of sometimes difficult issues. They also have to be entrepreneurial, and I can't believe I put that word in there because I can never normally pronounce it, innovators and ideas people as they work with students and staff to think of new ways that we can make students' learning time at Bradford relevant, fun and genuinely life-changing. The most rewarding part of anyone who working in a staff capacity with our students is putting challenges to the students and seeing how they adapt, acclimatise and then achieve. Tonight's winner has demonstrated all of the above qualities. She is a student from the Faculty of Management of Law who has received a significant number of nominations. During the time as a representative, both as an undergraduate student and then a master's student, she has developed into a fine leader that we're all confident that will go on to achieve great things in her post-Bradford studies. In the many nominations we've received for tonight's awards, students told us that they saw our award winner as an excellent role model, an individual with the ability to unite students from different cultures, race and nationalities. Our students made it clear they wanted us to acknowledge the lengths that our student goes to make new students find a footing and understand the Bradford way. As one student said, she was always there to help when needed. On top of all of this, we knew Union admired her this year for her dedication to a project within the faculty in which our students were challenged to submit a report on the student experience as part of an equus accreditation for the School of Management, which, believe me, is a difficult task. Working alongside other student representatives, most notably Theodora Negria, she was able to deliver a substantial piece of work, delivered to absolute professional standards, and it really was. Through support, though support was offered by full-time staff members, our awardee chose to press on and prove to everyone that she already had the skill to achieve this independently. Honestly, the product was excellent. Every year there is one of our representatives that just goes that little bit further and shines that just a little bit brighter among some very, very dedicated individuals who sit in this audience tonight. Mary Adelaide, please can I invite you onto the stage to collect the Student Representative of the Year award.
So I'm now going to present the Faculty Representative of the Year award. So in my capacity as Academic Affairs Officer, I have the pleasure of working with both student and faculty representatives, and they work tirelessly to ensure that the student experience is nothing but excellent. This year, I have been blown away by the amount of success and efforts of our reps, and it has been an absolute honour leading them. They have supported me in projects such as the Fair Assessment Charter, the Anti-Disruption Policy, the BME Attainment Gap and securing lecture capture, just to name a few. I honestly wish there were more awards to give out tonight, as there's so many people deserving of this recognition. However, there is only one, and this year the Faculty Representative of the Year award is going to an individual who is truly inspirational. As we all know, embarking on a PhD is no mean defeat, and ask any students' union up and down the country and they'll agree with you when they say that this cohort of students is one of the hardest to engage. They tend to be a different kind of student and incredibly busy with other commitments. Regardless of all the pressures that this person undoubtedly faces, the recipient of this award has selflessly committed so much to this role for the last 2 years, all in the name of supporting students. They've attended hours and hours of meetings and gone above and beyond to speak up for their fellow PhD students who, like I said, are often forgotten in the student movement because they sit between the staff and the academic community. This individual has worked on various projects such as reviewing the PGR regulations, increasing PGR provisions in the library, and initiatives such as creating a better research community, such as a 3-minute thesis competition, which is due to take place next month. This year's Faculty Representative of the Year has also supported the wider student body throughout their active involvement in the Academic Affairs Council and the Faculty of Life Sciences meetings. They have always been there to step up when need be, even in their non-faculty representative capacities. Working with this individual for the last 2 years has taught me so much. Their work ethic and commitment is second to none, and this person truly cares about others. They see the potential in people and do their utmost best to help where they can. I am incredibly proud to announce that the Faculty Representative of the Year award goes to Yabalu Abacha. Next, can I please introduce Nikki Pearce, who is going to present the Peer Assisted Learning Awards.
Okay, Okay, so I'm delighted to be here to present the Peer Assisted Learning Awards, and I have a number of awards to give. I just want to give you all a brief introduction to Peer Assisted Learning first. PAL is a student-centred scheme that enables students at higher levels in their programmes to support new students with their transition into an engagement with university and study life. It aims to offer an inclusive and personalised student-led space that fosters collaboration between peers to support learning. This year, we've run more PAL schemes than ever before across the university, with at least one scheme in every faculty and over 100 PAL leaders supporting students across the university. Ongoing evaluation of our scheme has shown how PAL is supporting the overall transition into higher education and continues to demonstrate benefits for both first-year students and those students who volunteer to be student leaders. First years have highlighted how they've learned from the experiences of peers in higher levels on their programmes and how they've been able to focus on course content and study skills and get support with settling into their programmes. For PAL leaders, PAL offers an opportunity to develop key capabilities and demonstrate graduate attributes. Leaders report higher levels of personal and professional skills development, such as communication, organisation, empathy, leadership, creativity and problem solving. And many also reflect that their confidence levels increase as they take on their PAL roles. The dedication of our PAL leaders is helping to improve academic and social engagement, and it's enabling students to take greater ownership of their learning experience, supporting a sense of community and belonging through interlevel interaction. And as we all know, students who are more engaged and have a greater sense of belonging are more likely to achieve success, and PAL strengthens integration such as that due to the fantastic work of our PAL leaders. So we want to thank all of our PAL leaders tonight, and the continued success of our PAL schemes is absolutely down to their dedication and ability. And what they do is so valuable to the institution and other students. And I hope that they all feel that their experience has been of value to them. And I'd like to pass on the thanks of Ruth, who manages our PAL scheme, and Sonia, who's been supporting Ruth, and all of the programme-based staff who support our PAL leaders in their roles. Now, I've got 3 awards to present tonight: PAL Leader of the Year, PAL Partnership of the Year, and PAL Scheme of the Year. But before I present those awards, we'd also like to mention a small number of PAL leaders who've made an absolutely fantastic contribution to PAL schemes, and although they haven't won an award tonight, they will be acknowledged with a highly commended certificate. And these are Juwairia Ali from the Law Scheme and Yusuf Hussain from the Management Scheme. And the highly commended PAL scheme is the Computing PAL scheme. So really well done to all of you, and if we can have a round of applause for those who've been highly commended. And you'll be able to pick up your certificates from Ruth at the end of tonight. Ruth's just over there. So now on to the PAL Leader of the Year award, which this year goes to Sophie Watts of the Health, Wellbeing and Social Care Scheme. And just to give you an idea of why Sophie has won an award, I'd like to give you a little extract from her reflection on her time as a PAL leader. I feel as though my time as a PAL leader has been the making of me. I pushed myself during the role and was thoroughly committed to the responsibility I was given. I spent a lot of time prior to each session ensuring that it would be worthwhile and contain high quality activities and resources for the group. Representing the university at the National PAL Leader Conference has been my proudest achievement during my studies at the university so far, and I think that I gave some really relevant follow-up sessions to my fellow PAL leaders. The conference was an amazing opportunity for me, but I also think that talking about my experiences and displaying the passion I had for the scheme will have inspired Stage 1 students to go ahead and become future PAL leaders. I've kept in contact with a number of the Stage 1 students who took it upon themselves to contact me when they got back their Semester 1 results. They were keen to let me know how well they all did and to thank me for my help, and this was really nice to hear and make everyone feel worthwhile. The PAL team were really impressed by Sosie's commitment to the scheme and her students, and how she used her experiences at the conference to help other PAL leaders. And the programme leader, Abby Lancaster, has also said what a pleasure it was to see Sophie develop over the past year, and acknowledged her dedication, her mature and highly motivated approach, which has been an asset to the programme and will be an asset to the sector as she graduates. And Abby would like to wish Sophie success in her MSc studies that she's going on to. So Sophie, thank you so much for what you've done for that scheme, and would you like to come and collect your award? Okay, so now for the PAL Partnership of the Year Award, which is an award to acknowledge the teamwork involved in leadership. And this award goes to Bilal Khan, Siraj Raza and Ali Shamsizada from the competing PAL scheme. And this is 3 students, and they say that they've managed a whole scheme for over 100 students. They say it was nerve-wracking for us, however we supported each other through the year. The resources we created were unique. For one session, we even created a piece of Java code to aid students with their coursework. We worked really well as a trio to prepare high-quality sessions. The PAL team were really impressed with how this group of 3 PAL leaders continued to deliver impressive sessions with real depth and focus on academic support and content. Their ideas were creative and sophisticated and really showcased how effective facilitative activity can be used to support the learning of others. And the PAL's management team regularly use examples from that scheme when they're talking to other students about how to be effective PAL leaders. So Bilal, Siraj and Ali, if you're here tonight, would you like to come and collect your awards? Okay, and now for the PAL Scheme of the Year Award, and this goes to the Health, Wellbeing and Social Care PAL Scheme, and again their nomination includes the following extract. So as a group of PAL leaders, we worked really well as a team during our group project, and we all worked with different people, which made the group bond stronger. It didn't feel as if we were just pairs of leaders. It felt as though we were all on the journey together as a team, and this encouraged us to share ideas, experiences and resources with each other. Stage 1 students really engaged with the project, and we believe that this was a direct result of our positive communication and teamworking in planning and designing the project. We all feel that as a result of being involved in the PAL scheme, we've supported each other outside of it, and it's made our final year of study much more enjoyable. We all agree we felt social benefit and more of a sense of community and support through being involved in PAL. We're closer and talk to each other about our coursework and future endeavours. This is a really nice, lasting result of having been PAL leaders together. And the PAL team were really impressed with how this scheme worked together as a team in debrief sessions and on their group project. These leaders undertake the role as a practice placement and have really embraced the reflective, professional and employability development aspects of the role. And again, Abby Lancaster has said that these students have made an outstanding contribution to the programme and had such a positive impact on Year 1 students transitioning into their university studies. As role models, they've set an exemplary standard, and she knows that they are going to go on to be an asset in their future careers, and we'd like to thank them all for their hard work. So the Health, Wellbeing and Social Care PAL leaders are Saima Bhatti, Halima Javid, Victoria Kindernaylor, Almas Parvez, Sanya Razak, Sophie Watts, Sophia Wigglesworth and Asha Yukub. So anyone who's here tonight, would you like to come and get your award? So well done to all of our PAL leaders.
Can I now introduce Alison Headley, who's going to represent the Student Employee of the Year Award.
Hello everybody. It's my pleasure to present the Student Employee of the Year Awards. The Student Employee of the Year Awards is a national award scheme run by the National Association of Student Employment Services. The awards are designed to recognise and promote the outstanding achievements of students who combine part-time work with study commitments and the fantastic employers who give them the opportunity to shine. Having been involved with the CIOTI Awards for 4 years now, I'm pleased to see that our student workers continue to impress their supervisors, both in jobs based here at the university and jobs with local employers. I have 5 student winners to announce, and I will also make a brief mention of those who are highly commended. In the interest of keeping to time, however, certificates for highly commended will be available for collection from careers reception tomorrow morning, with only winners being invited to come on stage, I'm afraid. Winners of each award will automatically go through to regional judging and, if successful, be shortlisted for a national award. The first category is Above and Beyond for students working on campus. This award is made to an outstanding student going above and beyond their normal duties on a regular basis. Highly commended in this category are Sherilyn Saunders for her work as clinical administrator in the eye clinic, and Amar Ali for his work as an international student ambassador. Round of applause for those. The winner is Lucy Obratolova for her work in student liaison for the Student Union in Faculty of Management and Law. Lucy has held several roles and has excelled in all of them, from being the Green Ambassador to running events where her upbeat personality enabled her to engage with both staff and students. She goes above and beyond what could be asked of her and has made such a significant contribution to university life. I understand Lucy can't be here, she's out of the country, and I think she might have asked Michael Allhouse to collect on her behalf. Yeah. The next award is Step Up to Leadership on campus. This award recognises students who have demonstrated leadership skills, taking responsibility for projects or departments. They may supervise other staff, provide training, take the initiative, or display accountability and creative thinking to lead. We have 2 highly commended in this category and a winner. Highly commended are Tijal Shah for her work as outbound calling supervisor, and Mehrun Javed for her work as a research intern with UBU. For his work in providing IT support to students in the PC clinic, the winner is Yanis Georgiadis. Nominated by no fewer than 4 colleagues, Yanis has shown real passion for his role and great initiative. He organises rotas, trains new staff and provides management with a host of reports on service delivery. He shows maturity and natural leadership skills, which alleviates pressure on other areas of the department as the service expands. Yanis won this category last year too, and reading through his nominations, it was clear that he deserved to win it again. The next award is for Commercial Impact, which looks to recognise a student who has made a big commercial impact to a business or organisation. We have awards for students working both on campus and off campus. First, the award for Commercial Impact on campus. Highly commended are Sue O'Donnell and Amira Abdullah for their work in recruitment support. The winner of the award for Commercial Impact on campus goes to Dora Rikic, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, for her work as retail assistant in Just Shop, where she has been praised for her ability to work unsupervised and deal with confrontation calmly and logically. She holds a record for picking up other members of staff shifts and is not afraid to challenge and question ideas, suggesting alternative ways to improve service. She's good at what she does. The winner of the Commercial Impact Award off-campus goes to Tijal Shah for her work at RRG Lexus in Bradford as a showroom host. Her line manager has been impressed how she's dedicated to her studies, but also understands the importance of her role at RRG, where she conducts her duties with customers in a considerate and welcoming manner, while she collects details for introduction to the sales team. Next, we have the Student Temp Award, which is an exclusive NASES members only nomination category, which allows us to recognise students working as part of our job shop administration team or working as a student temp employed through the job shop. The winner provides the first vital point of contact for customers and visitors, listening and questioning to diagnose customer needs and providing a friendly welcome to all those students looking for advice and guidance in career and employability services. The winners are Career and Employability Services Student Receptionist, Sukchan Hir, Festus Asamoah, Ruqayya Mohammed, Nicole Souza and Rafiq Sukar. I don't know who this is. Finally, we have an Employer Award, where students have had the opportunity to nominate and recognise excellent employers they've worked for during their studies. This year, we have two highly commended internal employers. We have Holly Tootle and Ros Kershaw from the Marketing and Communications team, nominated by two students working with them on customer relationship management. The winner of the Employer Award is RRG Lexus. Christopher Boot was nominated by Tijal Shah as he understood the importance of education and helped her use her time wisely, permitting her to study at work, providing all other duties were completed. And other managers at RRG Lexus has been similarly supportive. Through them, Tijal has learned how to use LinkedIn to build a professional network and find internship opportunities. She said they all deserve her nomination because they have truly gone above and beyond to support her career in the 6 months since she started working there. So, as Christopher can't be here, perhaps Tijal, you'd like to come and collect his award? Thank you.
Next up, we have Jo Bowman to present the Career Ambassadors Award.
Hello everyone, it's my pleasure to present the Career Ambassador Award this evening. The Volunteer Career Ambassador Programme, which is organised by Career and Employability Services, is in its 4th year and is open to all students. The aim of the Career Ambassador role is threefold. Firstly, to engage fellow students by promoting careers and employability events through lecture shout-outs, social media and personal contacts. Secondly, to get involved in the organisation and delivery of employability and career activities such as careers on location, career and job fairs, and also writing career blogs. I hope some of you have read the career blogs. And finally, being a critical friend, and this is really important to us. So giving us some direct feedback at the services on our activities, and also gathering the student voice from fellow students in faculties and departments. So being a career ambassador means having lots of opportunities to test out and develop a range of employability skills which are really valued and expected by employers these days. The Career Ambassador Award recognises the level of commitment and engagement demonstrated to the role across the year. The award is also recognised on the university's Higher Education Achievement Report. Our team of Career Ambassadors this year are all to be commended for their enthusiastic, creative and professional contributions and their positive approach to engaging fellow students with the activities of the Career Employability Services. So this year, rather than giving individual awards, my colleagues have decided that they want to recognise all of our career ambassadors. So I'm delighted to invite Adedeo Adaji to come forward to accept his certificate on behalf of this year's Career Ambassador team. Well done, that man. So just to say thank you to all of our career ambassadors, and if any of you are here tonight, then you can collect your awards and certificates from Roy. And just before I go, can I give a plug? Because tomorrow afternoon, we've got the Jobs Fair, the Jobs Now Fair here. We've got 45 employers, we've got national names and local names, they've got graduate jobs now, and they've also got a range of part-time and summer jobs available. So I hope that you'll turn up and grab those opportunities while they're there. Thank you very much.
Next up, we have another incredible dance performance.
Wagwan, popcorn.
They ain't no hot skull, but tell me something. When you get the new clocks, the daddy, I wish color that, and in a party. And you alone have the style, the daddy. The queen for England, have to love off yardy. When you get the new clocks, the daddy, I wish color that, and in a party. And you alone have the style, the daddy. The queen for England, have to love off yardy.
Real bad man, no muggle in a shots. Straight jeans, cut off footpaths. Everybody have the axe when me get my clocks. Everybody have the axe when me get my clocks. The leather hard, the sweat soft. Toothbrush get out the dust fast. Everybody have the axe when me get my clocks. Everybody have the axe when me get my clocks. Creeping up. Clocks me prefer. Clocks for the leather, yeah. Clocks for the fur. Clocks for the summer, clocks for the winter. Clocks for the sun, clocks for the water. Me know you're naughty, no. That of the sailor. Pool of a tiger, him at the golfer. Me know all the bees hotter than sulfur. Me pattern, me daddy from when I was a youngster.
Charlie, I'm in love with a sick body, big body. I'm in love with a thick body, She twerking, she working, pull around with a thick body. Gonna come through with a big. Alright, let's go. Let's sexy girl from Ghana. I know say she want a banana. She text me eggplant, but I know say she want a banana. She dey give it to me when I wake up. Sit down with the paper. She dey give it to me when I wake up. About the makeup. Get a bump.
Jet setter, go getter, nothing better. Call me Mr. Midnight. Top model to you every day. Less than all, but more than a few. But I never met one like you. Been all around the world, done a little bit of everything, little bit of everywhere, with a little bit of everyone. All the girls I've been with, things I've seen, it takes much to impress. But your love, your glow, it makes your soul stand out from all the rest. Baby, I could be in love, I just don't know. Maybe one thing is for certain, whatever you do is working.
have Kieran Turner to present Council Member of the Year.
Good evening, everyone. So, as many of you know, this microphone is feeding back. UBU Council directs our campaigning and representation work. This involves spending as much time as possible getting out there and talking to students, understanding their issues and their needs. There are also a wide range of committees and working groups that look into specific topics and campaigns. The award for Council Member of the Year recognises someone who really has gone out of their way to enable students to get together, discuss issues that affect them, express themselves, and someone who's put a lot of time and energy and thought into those committees and discussions themselves. It's been a really difficult choice this year. Several members have worked exceptionally hard to understand changes in the sector, to understand student opinion, and to ask probing questions at our council meetings, striving to make sure that we're doing the best we can. However, one person in particular has had to overcome some very specific issues supporting her networks in being able to meet. She's also gone above and beyond and dedicated a great deal of time, a great deal of emotional energy, and a great deal of thought to her committee work. She can't be with us here tonight, but I know she is watching the live feed from home. So I'm genuinely delighted to be able to award Council Member of the Year to our LGBT+ officer, Olivia Brabazon. Let's have a round of applause. She'll be here from Lancaster.
Up next is Maria Matul to present Non-Sabbatical Officer of the Year.
Hi guys, so I'm actually honoured to present this award as the last full-time Women's and Campaigns Officer. So I've had the privilege of working with non-sabbatical officers this year as part of my role, and I have seen them grow and develop themselves. The non-sabbatical officers are part-time executive officers, liberation officers who not only dedicate their time to the full-time studies, but also volunteer part-time to be a key part of the student union. Their role enables them to represent students, in result trying to provide the best student experience for our students, representing them at the student council, meetings they attend, and as a delegate at one of the NUS Liberation conferences. Their role is vital to the Students' Union and we cannot thank them enough. However, there's only one award. This individual has contributed tremendously to the Students' Union and the university as a non-sabbatical officer. Their warm heart and strong determination has found them pushing through for the betterment of our students whilst doing their studies strictly 9 to 5, you know how labs are like, but somehow making time, they have gone out of their way to engage with students, showing a real interest in the growth of the students, making a difference in their lives every day. This student has had the responsibility to represent 1,500 students in their specific area. This award recognises excellent achievement and demonstrates active involvement on campus. This award goes to Andrea Maria for her outstanding contribution to our international student community.
Our next award is Sports Personality of the Year, and Beth Danfield is going to present it.
So this person always goes above and beyond in everything they do, from actually playing sports to helping organise events and everything in between. They're always willing to get stuck in and to try new things as well. They work tirelessly to make sports at UBU more inclusive, more transparent, and they played a huge role in uniting the clubs and bringing back the Team Bradford ethos. They always bring new ideas and suggestions to the table to ensure that UBU Sport is at the forefront of many campaigns and is truly representative of its members. This person's not afraid to voice their opinion and will always stand up for what they believe in. I think this individual is one of the most passionate and well-respected students in sport, and I can't think of anyone else more deserving of this award. So the winner of Sports Personality of the Year is Sheila Kumar.
Can I now introduce Kathy Matfumo to introduce the Activities Personality of the Year?
Dynamite comes in small packages is an overused cliche, but the winner of this award is the embodiment of the statement and a whole lot more. They represent what it means to be an active member of activities at this university, always taking part and encouraging others to join in. When I think of what Team Bradford and UBU mean to me, I think of the amazing work this individual has done over the past year and in previous ones. Hardworking, committed, friendly, kind, and approachable are just some of the words I, alongside many others, would use to describe this wonderful person. I've had the pleasure of working closely alongside this individual, and I can truly say that they have been an inspiration to many. From their weekly commitments as an executive member of the Society to the Societies Federation, they have helped organize events such as Society Showdown and Activities Ball. In their roles, they have supported many new societies and also old existing ones. The winner's passion extended to actively participating in the elections by supporting and campaigning for candidates. Even after staying up all night to complete their dissertation, they campaigned from 9 till 5, then headed off to run an event for their society. I can personally say that this individual is one of the hardest working people I know, who goes always above and beyond to put the needs of others above their own. Most importantly, has undertaken all these different responsibilities with a smile on their face, whatever that situation may be. I am proud to announce that the winner of this award is a friend and a sister. The winner of the first ever Activities Personality of the Year award is Daraga.
Gemma Jackson will now be presenting our Sports and Societies Quality Marks.
Hiya, you forgot media. So those who don't know about the Quality Mark, it's a scheme that's been running for the last 3 years in the union. And what are you putting up? What about it? Is it not working? Oh, God. Hi. I'm a bit not with it right now. So the Quality Mark, it's been through a lot of reincarnations the last 3 years, and what's made me most happy this year is that we've included media and sports into it, and we've had 50 groups get engaged with it this year, which is a record number. So thank you to everyone who's been involved, whether they got bronze, silver, gold or platinum, so give everyone a round of applause. So I'm here to ask any execs from the 4 platinum societies, sorry sports and media, you didn't quite get there, next year. So if there's any execs from the following societies, please come on stage and for a group photo. So can I have anyone from the gaming society please come up? If anyone from Hellenic and Cypriot is here, please come up. Anyone from Islamic Society, please come up. And lastly, can someone from the African Caribbean Society please come on stage?
is going to be our Team Bradford Spirit Award, and David Smith is going to present this award.
So good evening, everybody. So I feel very privileged and honoured to be, this is the first award I've given out in the time I've been here, but it is also the first of the Team Bradford Spirit Award. So this is a brand new award which we've introduced this year to highlight the amazing dedication and contribution of a special student who epitomises the team ethos that this union values so much in our student body. So as some people may be aware, I am retiring next week. If you're not aware, then I don't know where you've been, because as people say, I've been announcing this for the last 2 or 3 years. However, during my not inconsiderable time here, I have seen many students grow and develop within the union. What is particularly pleasing for me to witness is our graduates who go on into outstanding careers and build on their leadership experience, which has quite often begun in the union. What I also would like to see is that these students go on and get successful careers, earn lots of money, pay lots of taxes, and fund my retirement. So, just onto our particular winner tonight. This person has been involved in almost all aspects of the union and has been identified as a definite potential leader in their future career. This individual has made considerable impact across the student body and is someone who will be well known to students and staff alike. Our award member was an executive of the African Caribbean Society, the Mixed Martial Arts Club and our basketball team. They have been a student representative in previous years, well known to be committed and engaged. They are a Society's Committee Events Officer who's been active in every meeting across the year. So if you talk to any of our students and staff, they will have nothing but praise for this individual. So it's my great pleasure to invite onto the stage Kwame Ricketts.
So that concludes all our awards. So now I'm going to introduce Andy Fitzpatrick, our CEO, to talk a little bit about the union before we finish.
Testing. I was getting this a little bit wrong. So, thank you very much for everyone coming tonight. Distinguished guests sitting in our quite ventilated room and on our lovely soft seats. And for the last hour or so, thank you for all the staff behind the scenes tonight for putting this on every year. The tech crew, both Dan and Kieran for supporting Zainab. Thanks very much. I know you turned this around really, really quickly. Massive thank you to all the artists and performers today. I just want to give everyone give them one big massive cheer for everyone who performed today. So I'm going to leave Zainab to last. We're going to give Zainab a special clap afterwards, so I don't think I've missed you out. But I'm not really going to talk about the union. I'm going to talk about sort of two things really, and I'm going to be really quick, because two things happened to me just recently. One was a documentary I watched last night, and then also a focus group that I was with at SAB yesterday, and we were doing a focus group with some college students, and there was about 6 of the students there, and it was going swimmingly, and then one sort of student hadn't said much, suddenly said, I'm packing this in. He says, I'm not going to go back next year. This education thing isn't for me. And suddenly everything went silent. It was a little bit awkward. And then the SAB suddenly broke all focus group protocol and suddenly started shouting, look, get yourself to university. You can become a president. You can become a leader. You could have the opportunity to be creative. You can inspire other students. This isn't just about sitting in the classroom. And he said, come down tonight, he said, come down tonight. And the student's in this room somewhere, because he said, look around the room and see what you can become. And for the sad to say that, I was sort of like pretty gobsmacked. And I hope the students really see what can happen when you come to a university like Bradford, this community-based family that is here, and how students can just excel and follow their interests and then fulfill their potential, like we've seen tonight and like we see every year. We'll have a word with him. I'm not going to point him out because I don't want him embarrassment, because he might not come here but we really want him to come here. So I won't point him out. And I was like, what am I going to say? And the documentary I was watching last night was, I think it was last night, was about a young lad in a village in Egypt he was travelling 8 hours a day for the chance to become king of his country. So all I said was, are you watching the match this Saturday? And watch Mo Salah be inspired. And like, you didn't get that either. So that's what it's about, I feel. This is what this event is all about. It's about students coming here with the idea that they're going to complete the course and get a great degree, and then discover something in themselves that they didn't expect, something potential. And here tonight, we've just witnessed it again. We witnessed it at our societies ball, we witnessed it at our sports ball. And the passion that we have in Bradford for all our students to get involved, to get engaged, makes this place, this family community. So that's all I'm going to say, but I'd like Zainab quickly to join me on stage. Because Zainab is... So we are always blessed with great academic affairs officers, but I'm going to add two greats to this one. So Zainab has been great and fantastic this year. So Zainab has this ability to tell me what to do in my job, you know? And also Dan, and also Kieran, and it gets a bit sick when she's always right. But she just has provided guidance and support to all the reps. I know she's been a valued partner of the university. She even accepted an award for Gwendolyn this year at the VC Awards. And she has put this together with the support of the staff, but she's been the main responsible for this. So I just think we should have do you mind a quick standing up, because we've all sat down, and a big massive clap for and food is at what time?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. So we have Buzzin to come to stage, if they don't mind. I could tell you some jokes while they're setting up, but we're going to move me off stage so it look like a good fashion.
I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the flood, gonna drown 'em out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am the sun begin to dim. I felt the winter wind blow cold. A man learns who is there for him when the glitter fades and the walls won't hold. 'Cause from that rubble, what remains can only be what's true. If all was lost, there's more I gained, 'cause it led me back to you. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. From now on, what's waited till tomorrow starts tonight. Tonight, let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now on. Drank champagne with kings and queens, and politicians praised my name. But those were someone else's dreams, a pitfall to the man I became. Years and years, I chased their cheers, a crazy speed of always wanting more. But when I stop and see you here, I remember who all this was for. And from now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the light. From now on, what's waited till tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight, and let this promise in me
very much. I hope you guys enjoyed your time as much as I did. It's been absolutely amazing to see all our amazing students doing fantastic things, and all the dances and all the songs and all the students hearing about all the great achievements they've done. Sorry that we couldn't give more awards out because, like I said, you all are deserving of it. But we do have all the certificates downstairs. So for all our reps, our counsellors, for example, your certificates are downstairs. So please do come and collect them. We also will be serving food downstairs now as well. For those people who have got glass awards, there's some boxes just here if you wanted to take them home and keep them safe. And thank you so much for everyone for coming. Thank you for all the amazing staff support to make this happen today. And yeah, carry on and keep it going. I believe in you all. Thank you.